working in town, you got your fledgling family, you have this dream. I want to do this full-time farming chicken thing. How do I get there? Well, everybody starts with a context. And so the first thing to do is to get out of debt. If you're in debt, get out of debt. So don't quit your day job. And then I always encourage people to save up enough that you can live for 2 years. Now that doesn't need to be as much as you might think if you're willing to live cheaply. While you're getting out of debt and while you're accumulating a little bit of a nest egg, start taking that time either to get a second job. The point is to take all that time that you would spend recreating, find people in your church, your civic club, your groups that you're involved with. Start asking around for an acre of land, 2 acres of land, okay? It doesn't have to be much. Find a place. You don't have to own it, you don't have to buy it. If it's close enough to commute to, preferably even to walk to or bicycle to, then you're in good shape. If you find a place that you can actually buy that's small, a couple acres, go ahead and move. Live in an RV, live in a trailer, live in a yurt. People live in a yurt. They make pretty sophisticated yurts these days. If you want it, you gotta want it, okay? Teresa and I lived 7 years up in the attic of the farmhouse. We called it our pit house. The point is to cut your living expenses down and devote yourself to this dream. And once you raise that first batch of chickens and you process them, then you're up and running.
Wasn't that super cool? Joel Salatin in his book, one of the first ones I ever read, Pastured Poultry Profits, net $25,000 in 6 months on 20 acres. The main idea of that book was to talk about how to make a living off of meat chickens and then eventually expanding into eggs and other things like that. But I got to interview him for my first movie a couple summers ago, and I said, what are the new numbers? Because that book was like 30 years old. He said it is more lucrative than it ever was. He can now profit $6 a bird, and he can believe one couple can do 10,000 birds in the spring, summer, and fall. That's $60,000. Joel talks about how to do that in this book. I recommend that book even if you aren't going to do profitable chicken farming. It's a wealth of resource just for knowing how to raise chicks. It was my first chicken book. But listen, I want to tell you something. I just secured Joel Salatin for the Great American Farm Tour. Not only did he say we could come and have access to his farm, he said we can follow the interns, we can follow him, we can come for an interview. He's going to give us an interview, guys. And you know what? I'm doing the Kickstarter right now for the documentary for the Great American Farm Tour. I tell you what, anybody that backs the Kickstarter, I will submit a survey to you guys, and you can submit your own questions that you would want me to ask in that interview with Joel. Speaking of the Kickstarter, which by the way ends Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, I just want to make sure you guys know it's like 50% off of what this movie is going to cost when it comes out. There's t-shirts and mugs available in there. Also, we're going to do bonuses, exclusive Kickstarter bonuses. One is 3 exclusive tours of the farms we visit. How about we'll make Joel Salatin one of those places? Also, we're going to do 3 exclusive instructional videos. These videos are not going up on YouTube. They're just a bonus for the Kickstarter backers. Just to thank you guys for getting in early and believing in this mission. 3 instructional videos. So how about we'll dig deep in one of those instructional videos on how you can actually make it happen step by step. Get the meat birds, raise them up, how to sell them, how to run them, how to manage them, all that, how to make a profit on them, so that if you want, you can quit your golden chains. And if that's not your goal, that you can just raise your own chicken meat. Here you go, honey.
Thanks.
You hard-working lady. There you go. Enjoy your tea.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
I'll put a little bit more cream in it.
I never give you enough cream, can I?
I love cream.
Oh, one more thing. He also invited us to their lunatic farm tour. Well, anybody's invited to that actually. So let's have a meetup there. We can all go through the lunatic farm tour together at Joel Salatin's place. That'll be fun. What I'm trying to say is that I'll film that. And how about I'll just put that one up on the YouTubes for everyone to see. So guys, take advantage of it. It's a killer offer. It's a good thing. You're supporting a wonderful mission. We're going to be supporting farms as we go along, helping them in our project. We're going to be showcasing farms that are ahead of us in certain areas, and we're going to learn all kinds of things. So it's going to be a great adventure. I encourage you to follow along. If you can support the Kickstarter, great. Go and do that now before it expires. If not, just follow our adventure. It's going to be fun. That's pretty good tea. Actually, one of you guys suggested this recipe. A bit of ginger, some gelatin to help with the inflammation. Thank you guys. Oh, of course, I'm going to leave the link to the Kickstarter in the description. Thank you. Good night.